can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, he drops to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Rides to back on the option to give. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Run in the red zone. It's Randall. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Absolute shame. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll go to the ground. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Finds his man. It's Pauly. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Pauly. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they
intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they have the first points of the game. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Carr. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Fires it down the seam. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Looking for a deep man. Another incompletion on third down.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Fields. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking for space. It's locked. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Working that left side now. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fires to the middle. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, going up top. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Floating away. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Clubton. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Fields.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? He might want another play. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in the first down and more. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Irish! Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Gives it on the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
From the gun to give, looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The give out of the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Completion on the out route. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, man. That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
The crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Clemson.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Dropping back, it's Carr. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point. Is back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Handoff to the single running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink now. We'll have a jump ball wide receiver out wide. I can throw the football to. How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Firing to the right, complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Just a couple they need to pick up here on third and short in overtime. He's looking to throw on third and short. Right on the money. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Staring at a It's Klubnik. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by him.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Third down now, and putting anything on the board will make them a winner here in OT. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Here comes the field goal unit, and they can win it with a chip shot. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on fourth down in overtime. Might be calling a hot route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Fourth down now. Pick it up. The drive continues. Miss it, and we go to another overtime period. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He got it in. And walk-off touchdown in overtime.
How about this offense coming out and executing so great, knowing what they needed? They were on defense first. They knew exactly what they needed to do. Come out, they get the throwing touchdown, ends the football game right now. Nice execution by the offense.
And that play right there, David, really encapsulates, I think, the identity of this team. They're going to fight and scratch and claw to the very end to get it done. Great job executing here late in the game to get the win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. For a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. Got the first down himself. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in this situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal line.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. To the ground with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Under fire. He's going to take a shot right away. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Gators want to crank the tempo. On the option. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. On the option. They'll give it to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The option look. He'll toss it. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Pulls it in. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Punts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's ball. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Florida! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
That's caught. It's Fields.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'll leave it with the lone back. There he goes. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Rifles it down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack.
He tries to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Hunt is on its way. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Well, I don't get this decision, but they've got their punt team on the field on second down. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to pass on second down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
DB's right up on the receivers. Off play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Hansen. And the Gators get enough to move the chains. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
The Gators are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
Talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. On the run, still looking. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man downfield. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a 1st down. Got a little space. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And it's picked off for the third time today.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Gators in the hurry up.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Carr. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Love. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal. Looking to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That one's going to keep him awake tonight as he just missed it.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Got it in the middle, it's Love. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking for a gap, it's Love. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Offense lining up quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Love. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team if they play like that.